Oh boy, a part of me was saying, Jenny, this is what your ass get. And a part of me felt a part of me felt bad for Jenny because Cooper Saxe in the end, he was trying to do the right thing as to absolve himself of all the wrong he's done, but more importantly, he really cared about Jenny. And I loved how when Jenny went in there, they played the sad Adele music. That score for that moment was
Yes.
excellent. It was
Yes.
heart pounding to Jenny. Her ass was sad. Now, this is a character who has shown range in her acting. She's going from being a deviant to being sad to being dismissive. And let's not forget this, B. Avery. The last man that's been in them panty draws is Cooper Saxe. And now
Right.
he's basically
And it
dead
draws.
because he went on a self mission to try to help your ass out. So she had
Mm-hmm.
to be feeling something about that. And I was glad she was able to portray that sadness, that feeling. And not only did she portray it there when she saw the body, but when they went back to talking about Saxe in the room they're trying to put the case together.
Yes, this is true. This is true. And Ghost is it has multiple meanings because we get the first little scene of this right here where Sax is speaking from the dead. He is sending letters
I
to
know.
everybody, Lamont.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious. I mean, this guy here is conniving. You know, what you think about that right there? I like that Monet is not falling for it. She's like, no, this is some bullshit. This is lies. Talking about Tariq is working for the feds. And we saw later on that they really did affect Diana and Tariq's relationship because she went and charged them up while Tariq was in the room trying to take that call from SJ, man. And so Sax here is he's doing one. Yeah, here it is right here. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, no, that's not it. I got my images messed up. But anyway, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
What you think about that though? Sax writing letters to everybody and whatnot.
Well, the title of this episode was Last Gifts or something to that effect. That's
Mm-hmm.
what Sachs was handing out. He was
Yeah.
handing out last gifts. And in particular, he had a letter for Jenny in which he said, "My last gift to you is to tell you to get out the game." He had a gift for Monet, and the thing about him is he has this disdain for Tariq. Tariq
Yes.
has caused him a lot of angst over his career.
Right.
And while he's dead, he had him some insurance in place to make sure that white whale Tariq get his ass taken down.
Right.
And so he had letters for a whole lot of people. Some of them we haven't even mentioned yet that we'll get there in a little bit. But I thought this was an excellent last gift for Sax. For me, this confirms that he is permanently dead. And the way he went out was just like a real G. I enjoyed it.
Good man. I enjoyed it too. He gave a letter to Monet.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. My goodness gracious, it just slipped my mind. Who else did he give a letter to?
Jenny got a letter.
Jenny got a letter. Monet got a letter. We went over to Jenny one,
Yep.
and Blanca, she was crying and confessed to love. Here it is, right here. She was so happy to receive that letter. I don't know. Jenny is gotten on my nerve for the longest, but I was feeling her
Yeah.
in this scene right here. And Blanca finds out. I was like, Blanca read fast as hell. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So she gives one to Jenny. She gives one to Monet. Now, who's that next person? Is that it or I forgot?
Two Bit got a letter.
Man, he did get a letter, bro. Do you want to talk about that now? Or you want to wait?
Whenever you want to. I'm here for
I,
what I'm here for what ladies and gentlemen, I was gonna let my man order his steps, but we did have a 2-bit sighting in this episode, and he got a letter from Cooper Saxe too. It was a last
yeah,
gift.
yeah, he did. He did. But before we get there, man, I do want to talk about this.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing with this character because of this Ponzi scheme that we're going to be talking about in just a second being exposed. Tariq has to diversify all them funds, and everything is being tightened up right now, so they're not going to make the payment. And we get your boy Obi over here like some 007 villain pulling out teeth with pliers. And I'm like, damn, my goodness gracious. What is going on? This dude right here is ruthless, man. He don't give a craps about nothing. But I like it, man. I like that they're making him just seem more dangerous, that he's just not some little puppet on strings from what is her name? I forgot.
Noma.
Noma. I was gonna
Yeah.
say Monet, but that's Mary J. Blige. Noma. So yeah, man, what you think about Obi, man, and his torturing system in this dungeon he got down here?
Oftentimes, when people behave in such things, they got personal trauma going on.
Mm.
And Tariq was able to, here's another one of those curveballs that's going 100 miles an hour that ain't supposed to. He was able to convince this man that he's so resourceful. Whatever you need, I got you.
Right.
As this man is pulling the teeth of the white man, okay?
Right.
And I saw them teeth be able, that was yellow as hell. Like, dude ain't never brushed his teeth in 3 months. That fucking yellow teeth. And Obi said to him, what can you do for me? And it goes back to one thing that every human being on the planet can relate to, and that's family. Right. His family in Nigeria needs a green card. Apparently, Noma is holding that over his head. Tariq said, I got you. You help me out. You push Noma to the back burner, and I'll get you and all of Wakanda forever in America. And Tariq went and made a plan to get them green cards. And I think that this is going to lead to more behind-the-scenes backdoor dealings with Obi, or it could lead to Obi getting killed if it's ever made.
I was just about to say that.
That Tariq went behind her back and done this.
I don't want Obi to get killed, man. I don't, if I had to be honest. You know, I like him for some reason. I do. He gets on my nerve, but in a good way, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. But somebody else that gets on my nerve, man, is Tate. Governor Tate, man. How you feel about him? You know, and like it's just the thing I'm struggling with is I don't like him. I did, but I give him credit because he is honest and upfront, and you know he not gonna lie to you.
Nope.
He gonna be like, this is what it is. This is a transaction, and I'm trying to get mine. What can you do for me? But I just still don't like. I mean, and when I say I don't like him, it's not like I thought like like a disdain like Saxe or something like that, but. It's just something about him, man. It's just like I want to trust him, but you can't. You know what I'm saying? And where you at on this?
You know, he makes a compelling character because he's a macrocosm of what we see in politicians. All politicians ain't nothing but glorified used car salesmen, and they get to run around as if they're filthy rich, and they get to run around and use the powers that they have to get things done for whomever they want them done, and that tends to aggravate people about politicians. And for me, I love this portrayal he's doing. He's one of my favorite characters on the show, but I'm frustrated with him messing around with Professor Wakanda Forever because I do feel like he's going to drag her down somehow, some way, and I love her. I love her on everything she's played in. She's a phenomenal actress, and he just curry favored with her by brokering a damn backdoor crooked deal, as politicians do, that sometimes have, you know, 1 step of corruption, but 2 steps of good for all the people. That's what he just did by taking down Weston Holdings with this reporter.
Yeah, man. You think he's going to end up dead? You think somebody going to find out about him? Because we saw later on, RSJ, you know, when he hit up Tariq, he was mad as hell. When were you going to tell me that Tate leaked to the SEC? Because that means that his money gone too. Like, and when they say all of the money, okay, RSJ is a billionaire.
Yeah.
So how much money do you think he lost? I mean, you know, I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a multimillionaire. I don't think it's common. I mean, it's common sense not to put all of your money in one place. But how much money do you think RSJ lost in this Ponzi scheme transaction?
I'm assuming if the Westerns was running your typical hedge fund, hedge funds tend to make rich people put up a large sum of money up front just for having the privilege to be in a hedge fund. I've seen them as low as $5 million entry and as high as $20 million entry, depending upon the hedge fund you get into. So I think it's safe to say somewhere between $5 and $20 million. It's not going to hurt them, but if there's anything I know about rich people, especially us rich black folks, we don't like to lose no money, period.
Not a penny. Right,
and he's going to want that money back for some reason. That he might want to do some other business with. And they could be going down that road, B. Avery, of seeing RSJ becoming very, 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 very dangerous.
I was just about to ask you that, my brother. I
Yeah,
was
man.
gonna say, how do you think they're gonna turn RSJ around? You think he's gonna be a more prominent player in this game and this web of lies?
Mm-hmm.
Because they kind of did that with Kiki.
Yeah.
Like I said last episode, I kind of thought she was gonna be like, "Oh my God, Braden, I really liked you, and you're a drug dealer."
Right.
She ended up being part of the Ponzi scheme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think you're right that they could, make him go to the dark side, or just kind of not even the dark side, but just kind of pull out a side of him that we did not anticipate. But is that something that you would want to see, or you don't want it to go in that direction?
Well, it's too late. He already done gone in that direction by not coming clean to the SEC when he found out what was really going on, so that he get his money back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, that's going the dark side. I mean, if we are going by the books of what the law would want you to do,
Come on, bro.
Even if you lost your money, the law would want you to report him, and they would tell you this bull job right here. We will ensure that when we start recuperating money, yours will be the first that we get back because you snitched on this. So technically, he didn't. He's already done turned bad. He's already done turned criminal. It's just
technically.
Not
ethically.
Yeah, that's ethics. That's ethics.
Oh, man,
That's ethics.
Man. So you would snitch. You wouldn't get your. So if you was RSJ, would you do what he did, or would you be like, nope, I'm going to lose my money and go report this to the SEC?
Bro, you and everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice know that Lamont don't run from the dark side, okay? Lamont is not opposed to being in a corner, or throwing bubble gum in the street. Lamont put all that shit out on Front Street, okay? I'm getting my damn coins, you understand? I don't give a damn if I would have be Avery, because he's a billionaire, he only lost a couple of million. Maybe he wasn't pressed enough that he felt like he needed to come in with the big guns, literally. But depending upon how much money someone give him, they really giving you like their life savings. I can easily see somebody running up in there with a gun, demanding their money back. Yeah. And, what can you do? But yeah, I can see RSJ. You've got his money. You got the political power of Tate. And I can see them two co-mingling with each other to do some dirty things.
Okay. Y'all let us know what you think. Let us know. I'm gonna throw a lot at you right now. Okay,
let's do it.
I'm gonna throw a lot at you right now. So we just talked about Tate and RSJ, but you got your boy Davis right here trying to console Effie, not Effie, but Effie.
Yeah,
and she not trying to hear it. But then, bro, we got the FBI coming in to raid Westing Holdings, and Robert, the CEO, don't know what's going on. And you have this right here with Kiki. Now, I must say, Kiki is very attractive.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Throw that in there. Braden is winning right there with that one. And what's this? Trace, the brother of Braden, thinks that Kiki knows about it, thinking that she's smashing Uncle Lucas and all of that. And I want to know if you feel bad for the father. I really do. But we can skip that. We just talked about that. But also, after Davis leaves Effie in the jail cell, he is confronted by Blanca and by Jenny, and they accuse him like, "Hey, bro, I know that we don't got no audio, but we got a video, and you up here setting booby traps with coffee, spill it on Saxe's suit, so you can slip Diana notes and stuff like that." With getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Bro, what do you think about all of that right there? We also got Braden and Tariq going about it. Tariq was getting on my nerve in this scene right here. But yeah, man, so the FBI is raiding the Westing Holding. Jenny and Blanca are raiding Davis, and Braden and Tariq are not getting along either. They're kind of bouncing back and forth. So how you think all that's going to play out, and do you have a favorite part or not?